Welcome to My Favorite Drum Gear. I'm Brady. Today we're taking a look at Unlock Cymbal's 17-inch two-zone crash cymbal. This beast is the biggest crash cymbal on the market right now, so let's take a look and see what it's all about. So recently the folks at worlddrummers.com asked if they could send me a couple pieces of gear for my honest reviews. And that's what I'm giving you today, is an honest review of their Unlock 17-inch two-zone crash cymbal. Now I do get to keep this cymbal, but that's not going to influence my review at all. Before we even open it up, let's think for a minute about a 17-inch crash cymbal. This is within normal sizes for acoustic crash cymbals. It's big. We know Lemon and Roland both offer 18-inch ride cymbals. Lemon's is a 3-zone, and Roland's is actually a digital ride. So for most of us, our module won't even support that. Moving then to more traditional cymbals, Roland offers us a 16-inch 3-zone ride that can be used for a crash, but does come in at $400. Lemon's 18-inch 3-zone ride cymbal we've reviewed before, and I'm a big fan of it. But when we're talking about a dedicated 2-zone crash cymbal, this 17-inch from Unlock is possibly a best bang for your buck, coming in shipped to you right around $200. So in this video, we're going to unbox the cymbal, we're going to take a look at it, we'll go over technical specifications, get into playability, and then I'll provide my overall review. This is the part where I ask you to like and subscribe, remembering that it really helps me out to build followers and get the word out to more people. And if I get to 1,000 subscribers on this channel, I'm going to get a hold of Lemon's top-of-the-line full drum kit and take a review and see if it's something we might all want to own. So let's get into this Unlock 17-inch 2-zone crash cymbal and see what it's all about. Cymbal shows up in its own branded box. Cardboard quality is about what you'd hope. Not too thick, but not paper thin. We've got some foam padding here to help with the shipping. And the cymbal comes in a plastic bag. And we've got a rotation stopper here in the box. Looking at the cymbal itself, it's a nice flat black rubberized material. We've got the Unlock logo here, and here along the bottom, the words electric drum cymbals are printed again into the rubber. I like the look and feel. The rubber doesn't feel too thick. You can't really push to feel the plastic underneath, which is good for sound and vibration, but the rubber feels nice enough. Now, along the sides, there's actually not much play here. This feels pretty well attached to the rest of the cymbal. I know Lemon and some of the other cymbals, there's a little bit of play in between the plastic and the rubber. This feels pretty good. Now we're looking beyond the bell, which first, the bell is a little bit flat, but being that this is a 2-zone and not a 3-zone, that shouldn't have any effect on anything. There's not really too much of a recessed area at all for a cymbal felt here. But again, with this being a 2-zone, there's no issue. Flipping it over, we see that there are 2 small hangers here. That's so that you can plug your jack in and then actually hang the cord to keep it up out of the way. We'll see how well that works. I see that there are 2 holes for inputs, but there's actually only 1 input jack here, and this other one has a piece of fabric tape over it. Now that might make sense from a manufacturing standpoint, as I know that they do make an Unlock 17-inch 3-zone, and so they're probably saving money by just manufacturing this piece once. Now let's look at the technical specs. Not too much to share here. 57.5 ounces, which translates to 1.63 kilograms, or about 3.6 pounds. For a cymbal that markets itself as 17 inches, it's nice to see that it rings true at an actual 17 inches. Now the first thing we see when we come to dialing in is that there's this big long tail of re-triggers or re-hits when we hit these big floppy cymbals. Now the easy way to fix this is through a combination of threshold. You raise the threshold a little bit, Then you look at your retrigger cancel and you raise that. And then finally look at mask time and raise that a little bit. For me, you can see the settings that worked best for my cymbal. And there, right away, we've gotten rid of all of the retrigger. Now, the folks at worlddrummer.com actually sent me a pair of these cymbals. So here I am dialing the second one in. I set the pad type to the CY16RT. I raise the threshold to about the same as I did in the last one. The mask time again goes up by 5. The retrigger cancel goes up by 5. And we're just about there. On this one, I decided to change the retrigger cancel just a little bit higher. And there we've solved our problems. So overall thoughts, what do we think? I like this cymbal. Playing it, I really had no negatives. It's plenty responsive. It functions exactly like it's supposed to. There is a little bit of dialing in that needs to be done to get rid of that kind of re-trigger tail. That re-trigger tail, I think, actually tells a good story. And the story is the way that that little wave looks is how the cymbal feels to play. This thing bends. And when you hit it, you play into the cymbal. And folks who play acoustic drums and have hit real cymbals before know that there's a good feeling that comes with laying into a cymbal with a stick and feeling the cymbal almost accept the stick as opposed to just hitting a wall and the stick bounces off. This feels the most like playing a real, metal alloy cymbal on any electronic drums that I've played. I really like that about it. Taking a look at the flex in this cymbal that I like so much that really allows you to lay into it. Here's the flex on the unlock cymbal. By comparison, this is the Lemon 18-inch, just a little bit bigger. This cymbal is physically thicker. It's got more of an edge to it. It does not flex in the same way. It bends a little bit on the rubber at the edges, but the middle of it doesn't let you accept that stick. And the only Roland comparison I've got is their CY13. And that one, again, just has a little bit of flex at the edges. Now, it does have more rubber on the sides that help you to feel like you're laying into it, but that's all rubber. And there's a bounce with rubber that's not with having the actual cymbal flex. Getting it dialed in, as you saw, once you kind of know what you're supposed to be doing as far as getting rid of that tail, that was super quick. And I probably could have lowered the threshold a little bit and been able to get just a little bit more dynamic if I needed. Likewise, between threshold, mask time, and retrigger cancel, if you were doing that articulate of stick work, you could still probably get this dialed in to be just fine without any retriggering. That said, it's a crash cymbal. I want this thing to react when I whack at it, and it does. So what are my overall thoughts? Look, I know $200 is a lot for anyone to spend. Now, this is $165 right now on worlddrummers.com. It does cost, anyway, to get it to the United States where I am, an additional $40 in shipping, but that shipping seems to be a flat rate. So if there are other items from World Drummers that you wanted, you could obviously get those without having the shipping cost change, and it would bring down the overall cost, as opposed to buying every item one at a time and paying the $40 shipping every time. Do I like this cymbal? Yeah, I really do. I've been playing it for about a week and a half now, and I've experienced zero issues as far as durability or playability. I've had no glitches. I've had nothing come loose. That's a good sign, but we will have to see with these new brands how they hold up over time. Now, I'm committed to making sure that my reviews are honest today and in a year. So if I encounter any problems with this unlocked 17-inch two-zone crash cymbal, I will, of course, update in the comments section or in the video description, and you'll see if I've run into any issues. That said, I'm sitting here trying to think of something bad to say about this cymbal, and I really don't have anything. So I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. If you're in the market for a big crash cymbal, something that feels like a real cymbal, something that moves like a real cymbal, and has a nice aesthetic to your kit, and if the $165 before shipping is a good price to you, I'd say go out and get one. So I've been thinking a lot as I've been making this video. I know the overall review is a 5 because the product is a 5. There's nothing wrong with it that I can find, and it performs really well. But the question is, should you get it? And if you've watched my other videos, you know that I'm usually pitting Roland against Lemon because Lemon is the budget brand so far, and Roland is kind of the gold standard bearer. Now, I know there's F-Notes and Jobecki and Simmons and all these other folks and Alesis and everybody else, but really everything is to be judged against Roland. And so if you're looking for a new crash cymbal, is this the right one for you? And I think that we know, while Roland is the gold standard, their prices are sometimes 2 and 3 and 4 times what you want to pay. Take the ride cymbal, for example, $400 for Roland's ride cymbal or $100 for Lemon's. And now we've got some other cymbals coming in somewhere in between, but on the lower end. So if you're looking for one of the budget brand cymbals and you want a crash cymbal, should you go with a Lemon cymbal or with an unlock cymbal? And I think what it all comes down to is what you really want to get out of it. If you want a cymbal that you can plug in, it will work right away, and it'll be reliable. So far, Lemon 18-inch seems to be the way to go. I know that they had some issues when they first came out, but my 18-inch cymbal I've had for over a year now, and I've had zero problems with it. Now, if you're willing to dive into the settings a little bit and get your cymbal dialed in, then maybe the unlock is for you. But here's what it really comes down to for me, is the playability. If you want a cymbal that feels as much like an acoustic cymbal as you can find, then you're looking at some of the thinner ATV, maybe F-Note, or unlock cymbals. And unlock, as we've seen in this video, is the budget brand for a real feel crash cymbal. So it's a choice that I can't make for you. But if you're thinking about, should I go with Lemon brand or should I go with unlock brand? So far, unlock has a little bit more work involved, but its playability feels real. And Lemon now is over a year that I've been playing them, and all the cymbals I have remain reliable and usable right out of the box. So hopefully that helps you make a decision. Is there anything in this video that I didn't cover or anything in any of my videos that you wish I would do? Please send me a comment and let me know, because I know most of us are on a budget. And even though this is only a $200 cymbal as opposed to a Roland $400 model, I get that it's a lot of money. So let me know if I can help you make your decisions a little easier. Once again, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.